What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Shonen Showdown. I'm your host, Robinson. To the right of me is
Scott.
And today we are going to be talking about some Tower of God. Listen, there is a lot of brilliant testers moving throughout the tower in season 1. But we want to talk about the top 3 strongest. So make sure you guys keep it locked.
Well, considering this, you guys have to keep in mind this is anime only, all right? There's probably a person stronger than this in the manga, pretty much confirmed. But in the anime, top strongest person in the season 1 testers, I'm gonna go Bomb.
Of course,
I'm gonna go the wave controller Bomb. We've seen his Shinzo abilities. We've seen his his knack for fighting. Even though he can't really fight hand to hand, he always gets up. He doesn't stay down until you put him down for the count. I'm gonna go with Bomb.
Yep, Supreme. He's obviously an irregular, but we know what he brings to the table. And Lauroe literally claimed that Bomb became Shinzo himself during the Crown Games, right?
Yeah, so we don't know what type of Super Saiyan transformation. We saw some yellow.
Listen, he has latent power. Now he has to work on his control a little bit, but we know that his latent power is, not a lot of people can deal with that. He took down the same bull that was giving Endorsi and Anaak some trouble. So,
yes, sir.
Definitely Bomb at number 1.
Yes, sir.
At number 2.
Yeah, who do you got for number 2?
I have an interesting pick, Scott. There is a person, right, that showed out during the Crown game for me. And obviously we're seeing more hints of this person towards the end of season 1. I'm going with... You're not ready for this. I'm going with Hwa Ryun. Listen. This girl right here is unbelievable.
I see.
And the reason why I'm going with her is we have to really examine what was going down in the Crown game. Now in the Crown game, we didn't really know her identity earlier on. She was masked up and everything, but she was giving Rock a lot of trouble. She beat Endorsi and even had a chance to take out Bomb, but Bomb obviously was the only person who really is unstoppable with Shinzo, so she got hurt. But besides that, her fighting ability was really incredible. And now we're seeing that this same person was working and making moves behind the scenes. Now we see that she's going to be the person that is teaching Bomb control of Shinzo. Like, that just speaks to me. That tells me, listen, there's something here. There's something here about this person. And
that's a fair pick.
She's bodying princesses. I gotta put Hwa Ryun in.
That's a fair pick.
At number 2.
I disagree, but that's a fair pick. There's definitely some valid points. I think you're right in about she has, these latent abilities. We don't really know much about her, but we have seen that she can fight. And clearly she is going to be teaching Bomb a few things in season 2. But for my second strongest, I'm going to pick another character who is also mysterious. Another character who we also don't know the full extent of their power. I'm going to pick Lauroe as my number 2.
Lauroe? You're taking at number 2.
I'm going to pick him at number 2. From what we've seen, right? We've seen him sleep pretty much through every test. We've seen him only act when he had to at the last possible second. And every time he has done so, he has either achieved his goal or gone above and beyond. The whole point during the Crown game where we saw Anaak putting in work, the minute Lauroe woke up to launch his first attack, he hit her so hard that she had to leap off her chair, the throne, to evade the attack. She couldn't block it, even though she had, her Green March, her, special sword. Lauroe doesn't have any special type of weapons. He's just using his wave control abilities. So we don't know how much about Shinzo he actually knows, but I'm guessing it's a lot more than what he's letting on. Considering that we've never even seen him fight seriously, he's pretty much just wakes up, does one move, and then goes back to sleep. He's never really been taking it seriously. Because of that, I'm going to put him at number 2. I think he has a lot more power.
That is definitely an interesting pick because obviously we saw Lauroe, Khun had during the test, right? We saw during the tag exam, we saw Lauroe actually use his Shinzo to push up the ranker, according to Khun's plan. right? But I don't know, because Anaak was giving him some trouble when she used Green April ignition mode. Like, she was giving him some trouble. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna really sign off on that.
I don't think Anaak is up there just because, one, you got to take into account that she's also using, the Green April. Two, you got to take into account that he wasn't even serious. You know what I'm saying? And she had to like be serious
but she was fighting everybody though. Like,
yeah, I mean, we found out later on that she's not a real princess. She's the daughter of a princess of Jihad.
Right.
I think that's one of the reasons why, she's not
full power.
Yeah, exactly.
But she'll get there.
She's up there.
She'll get there. Who do you have at 3?
3, I have not Anaak.
Yeah,
actually, not
Anaak. I wasn't gonna put Anaak.
I wasn't gonna put Anaak. I actually have Endorsi at number 3. I have Endorsi at number 3.
Okay, so no Rock. Rock is not in the top 3.
I did not put him at number 3. He has a lot of power, but I haven't really seen him do much. Other than I've seen him take out a few, nameless, pigs and like, things like that. I've seen him fight in the crown game.
Like Lauroe, he got to also skip a test because he passed for flying colors.
That is true.
So
he is up there.
Are we gonna act like Rock can't box?
But as we know, his test as a spear thrower, his test was basically to hit a far target with the spear. You know what I'm saying? It's everyone else's test. I feel like was way harder than that. I'm not saying Rock is trash. I'm just saying I haven't seen him enough to put him over someone like Endorsi. I saw her go toe to toe with Anaak several times when she had the Green April and when she didn't have it, and both times she pretty much took her out, won the fight, even though she didn't have a weapon to speak of. Also, in the last test, she lasted longer against the bull than Anaak did. I'm just gonna put Endorsi in there.
She did. She's definitely stronger than Anaak to me as well. But Anaak had a tougher opponent at that time. Yuga is a different beast. At 3, who do I want to?
Yeah, who you got for number 3?
See, this is really, really tough because I listen. I appreciate what Lauroe brings to the table. Obviously, the 2 princesses are elite. Man, this is a tough one because I wanna go with Rock. Personally, I want to go with Rock.
Yeah, I don't know how.
But we haven't. I don't know if I've seen enough to say whether or not he can body Endorsi. You know what I'm saying?
I can't see that happening. I can't see him body Lauroe also. I can't see that.
Well, Rock did a better job against Hwa Ryun than Endorsi did. That's point blank period. That's a fact. Endorsi got her heel snapped off and all this. Like, nah. Like, listen, Rock did a better job. I'm gonna go with Lauroe. I'm gonna go with Lauroe. I have to. I have to. Listen, Shinzo ability was unreal. And this man is sleeping the entire time, still getting the job done.
Yeah, we know he has more power than what he's letting on.
Yeah, he's still sleeping the entire time, still getting the job done. I gotta go with him. I think his Shinzo control is next level. But I think Rock is right there. Personally, I believe Rock is right there. He's the closest one to him, and then I would have the princesses following after that. I would like to see Khun be in this discussion because when it comes to battle of wits, I believe Khun surpasses everybody on this list.
That's more like intelligence, though. It's not necessarily battle power.
But battle power, I got to see more. But his briefcase does have a crazy ability. I don't know. We got to see that more in action. We got to see that more in action. But you guys let us know who you guys believe are the top 3 strongest testers by the end of season 1. And with that, see you next time. Peace.